What is up, guys? My name is Beef, and this is What's the Beef? Now, I'm going to talk about the Battlefield 6 beta and talk about my thoughts about it. So, the pros of it is that the class system so far feels really good. Medic and Engineer are pretty much perfect. They got them down to a T. It's pretty well done. I think they need to... Everything seems pretty balanced so far. Everything seems a little balanced, the classes at least. I don't know about the whole open weapon system and closed open system, but I think they need to figure out one of them. I don't think they need to have both because it just causes confusion. I think they need to have just one option. I don't care which one they stick with. They just need to stick with one option. Okay? Now, the graphics are super sick in this game. I don't know why people want ray tracing in this game. Do they want this game to run like shit? Because it runs pretty good right now, all things considered. Like, I'm running a RTX 3060, and it's running like at around 80 frames per second, 70 frames, and it still looks really good. So, I don't know what people are talking about with the graphics, and people are saying that it's a little disappointing, or like... Because I'm like, dude, these graphics are like sick. They look so good. But anyways, the battle chatter in this game is immersive. Pretty much the whole sound design in this whole game is pretty immersive. It's phenomenal, just like every other Battlefield game. But this one's like, I don't know, man. I feel like this one has way much more better sound than it has been in the past couple of Battlefields. The weapons, they feel good. And shooting is satisfying, especially sniping. Sniping someone in the head from like hundreds of meters away is like super satisfying in this game. Like the like little sound that happens whenever you hit someone in the head, like the little ding, dude, so satisfying. This game really knows how to do that. The vehicles I feel are pretty balanced. The tanks and everything, they're not like super hard to take down. NGs really are very valuable at taking them out. They have like a really defined role of taking those things out. That's pretty much the only way to get rid of tanks and vehicles and stuff like that is to have some NGs on your team. But I feel like all the vehicles and everything, I feel like they're all pretty well balanced. I haven't really flown anything. I never really played any of them, so I can't really say it from like a playing perspective, but I know from like a fighting against them perspective, they're pretty well done and well balanced, you know. I feel like they're not like terribly bad to kill, and I feel like, you know, they're not, and of course, like if a tank is just right in front of you, you know what I mean, you're gonna die. Like, it's gonna be like, you know, come on. Now, that was pretty much the pros for me. Now, let me get to the cons. First off, the main menu, and I don't like this mobile fucking ass menu system that they have, and the playlist shit. It's just terrible. I don't like it. I want them to go back to like old menus where it's just like just a list of things you hit, you select, and that's it. Or just different types of menus. I don't know why everyone wants to do these like Netflix, Hulu ass menus for video games. Everyone's doing it. They must have some sort of like market research about how this improves engagement or whatever. So whatever they want to do, man. But I think it does need a server browser, like badly, for just regular multiplayer matches. Like, from what I hear, it's on Portal, but dude, that's not enough. They need to put the server browser on the regular multiplayer matches, because where else am I going to find Operation Metro 24/7 with 1,000% tickets? Where am I going to find that at, huh? Not going to find that in Quick Play. Not going to find that in the playlists. But yeah, they need a server browser. So let me talk about Assault and Recon. I feel like they need work. It's mainly just because Recon really needs the most work. Now, they're taking the spawn beacon off from Recon and putting it on Assault. Now, that would be cool and all if they also had something for Recon that they're putting in there, but I feel like they're not going to put anything for Recon. So I'm feeling like they're just taking something away from Recon, giving it to Assault, which I think the Spawn Beacon does kind of make more sense for Assault because the Assault class really moves up there. And I think that's where Spawn Beacons really need to be. They need to be up in the front. They need to be like closer to the objective. And Recon just likes to step back, you know. Now, I don't know what they can do to make Recon better, but that's why they get paid to do these decisions. I just feel like they need to fix the Recon. They need to give him something else. They need to give him some more shit to work with besides just what they have. But yeah, Assault 2, I mean, they need to work on Assault, mainly just because it's... I mean, yeah, they are giving it the Spawn Beacon, so I'm guessing they are really working on it. I think that would kind of feel like... Yeah, I guess that is kind of... They're fixing it. They're fixing it, yeah. Assault just needed some work, so just needed a little bit of work, but Recon really needs a lot of work. Rush for that second beta week, it was not good. It was terrible. You can see some Rush gameplay that I'm putting up in this video right now. They really need to work on that. They put it as 12v12. I don't know why it's 12v12. They need to either make it 16v16 or 20v20. In my honest opinion, I feel like it was just way too small. There wasn't, and the MCOM stations were just way too close to each other. The maps were shortened way too much. I mean, it just didn't feel like old Rush did in like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and shit like that. I don't know what they did, but something to do with the balancing. I guess the spawn timers are a little off. But yeah, it's just not that fun. And I think they need to up player count on it because 12v12. It feels a little small, like, in all honesty. So I think they need to work on that. The maps are a little bit disappointing in the beta. They should have had more big maps. They were all pretty small and lacked vehicles, except for, like, Liberation Peak, which is probably the best map, along with Siege of Cairo, in my opinion. It just needed more big maps, like Battlefield is supposed to be. You know, with all the vehicles, all the jets, all the helicopters and everything. They only had one map with jets, and that was Liberation Peak. And you can only have one jet per team. And I was like, dude, where's is all the jets? Where's all the helicopters? Where's all the vehicles at? Because, like, that's what Battlefield is. Battlefield is infantry and vehicle focus. It's not just infantry. It's infantry and vehicle gameplay. That's what the whole dynamic is. And it was kind of a little bit disappointing in the beta where it was just all pretty much infantry maps. So, I'm saying, like, they need to... I know they're putting some more big maps, or they're going to have more big maps in the game, but, I don't know, man. From the beta, it just seems like they're just going to keep them infantry-focused, which is a little disappointing, I'll be honest with you. But, yeah, I think that's what they need to work on, is putting more big maps in there to the way, you know, the way Battlefield is supposed to be. Big, huge maps, vehicles, you know, the whole works. So, but overall, I did enjoy my time with the beta, and I'm waiting for the full release in October. I hope they do well with this game, man. I really do. I want this game to deliver that Battlefield experience that we've been waiting for, that we have been dying and asking for like the past decade or so, what I feel like. But from what I hear, 2042 did have an update just recently where you can unlock stuff for Battlefield 6. So I'm going to go check that out. Even if that game is trash. So, if you want to check that out, you can. I'm gonna see if it's even worth it to even grind, because I think it's like a battle pass thing to unlock the shit for Battlefield 6. So I'm gonna try and see if that's worth it, and see if it's even, you know, worth a grind. If it's even worth playing 2042. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, I think Battlefield 6 is looking to be pretty sick. I'm feeling like it's Battlefield back to form, you know. And all things considered, this is Battlefield back to form. I feel like this is they're going in the right direction, you know. They are going in the right direction. They just need to be... There's just some things that need to be fixed, obviously. Yeah. But I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully this Hopefully this game comes out and it's a banger. Hopefully it delivers. I really hope so. It's been a bad time for us Battlefield fans. We've been in a drought. So hopefully this is the game for us. Well, alright. I think that's about it for this video. So I will see you on the flip side. So see ya. Peace.